Hi, I'm Chris. I'm going to tell you guys about cloud computing. People have been starting to work on the idea of cloud computing for about 5 years now. The basis of it is that the internet can be used to remotely provide software, services, data, and also processing to individual users and companies of all sizes for a variety of different reasons. Cloud computing can be very useful to small and medium companies for offering software that they create and services to their consumer bases all over the world instantly, as opposed to having to physically get software to the people that want to use it. The way that cloud computing works is that large clusters of servers that are already running the internet have the power of virtualization for computers to be set up and then removed again at will by people who have the need for large processing power, or say, for example, a banking company that has research or data that it needs to run or perform overnight and then doesn't need that processing power in the daytime. Computers can be set up virtually on the internet and then brought back down when they're no longer needed. This saves companies a lot of money that they don't necessarily need to spend on physical computers. There are risks, though, associated with security. Companies that are running cloud computing, like Google and like Amazon, have the ability to monitor data coming in and out of the cloud, and there are not very good set standards yet for the ways that these companies can use the data that is provided to them. In conclusion, cloud computing is a system that we should keep our eyes on and can have a profound impact on computing and systems.
Up next, turn your attention directly to the head table. It is time for the best man to give his remarks. Everybody, welcome Scott.
Well, I'm Jason's brother. We're loud people here, so don't worry about that. Anyways, let's give you a quick story. My dad was just talking about how Jason and Whitney have always been there for him. Well, let's talk about the first time we went on vacation with him. He had a very bad back, and the guy couldn't do anything by himself. Like, what do we got? Bad story, whatever. Anyways, I'm sucking already. Anyways, we had to carry him everywhere he wanted to go. Whatever. All right, switching scenes. Sorry. All right, I first met Whitney at the bachelor pad. That was also known as my dad's house. Personally, I have two sisters. Never cared for either of them, but Whitney, I thought might might be the one. And we had some good times, and then I found out she went to bed at about 7 o'clock, and that ruined that relationship too. So, anyways, my brother's a douche. What do you want to know? Winging it. Pull it in. Sorry. No, seriously though, Jason's always been a really good guy. We always haven't been the best of friends, but anytime I've ever needed Jason, he's always been there for me. Seriously, he took me to the hospital one time in the middle of the night. I'm not going to tell you guys about that story, but anyways, Jason's always been there for me. We don't use the L word around the Hemmer house, but you're the man, brother.
You're about to witness the world's worst funeral speech. Now let me go ahead and catch you up to speed. This is the part of the funeral where the relatives and the close ones are sharing stories about the deceased. In this video, the deceased is an Asian lady, and storming down the aisle like a fucking running back in the NFL is this Orville Redenbacher looking motherfucker who's about to share the most cold-hearted, most inappropriate, and awful funeral speech in the entire world. He just verbally sharts out pure filth. This man really tries to put the fun in funeral.
And I can't tell you how touched I am by the thoughtfulness and the depth of what you said. I mean, it's really touching. I hope nobody takes offense at this, but I'm not affected by this, but I see that the smoke in the church, in the Asian churches, is so prevalent that I gag when I go inside.
Yeah, I hope nobody takes offense to this, but go fuck yourselves. I hate all of you. When I come in here, I want to gag. You all make me physically ill and should be ashamed of yourselves. I love how he starts this with, I'm not affected by this. What a sociopath. Yes, I'd like to make it very clear, I'm not affected by this. Do you think I care? If you think I care, then you're fucking stupid. I don't give a shit. You think I give a shit about this? She's gone. Doesn't matter. You know what does matter? The incense smoke in this church. It's overwhelming and unreasonable. Really, it's the optimal time for a PSA here, and I'm glad that he was able to step up and be the hero he needed to be and say what needed to be said. The most important part of every funeral is the PSA portion.
And I'm not sure if this is a factor, but I think it is a factor. And I believe it is a factor.
My favorite type of argument. It's the same kind of shit you hear from the anti-vaccination crowd. I believe they cause autism, thus that's better than the facts. This man just coming up there, yes, well, I think it's a factor, but what's important is I believe it's a factor, so it is a factor. Thus, in conclusion, the incense smoke in this church causes autism, and my base set 1 Shadowless Charizard card is worth at least $2,000, and I'll settle for not a penny under.
In this woman's plight and stress and fight for her life, which I know she did because she loved her family. I can tell from listening to you. So I'm proud to be here. It's really an honor. My girlfriend, I just came with my girlfriend. I don't know anybody here.
Well, now the cat's out of the colonostomy bag. He doesn't know anybody here. He wasn't even invited. This senile old man just wandered in here with his girlfriend. And then he took this entire funeral service and made it all about him. I can't stand people like that, and I'm sure everyone out there knows somebody that takes every situation, every story, and then makes it about themselves, have to interject themselves into everything for no reason. Those kind of people are the human equivalent to the sesame seeds you find on your shit after eating a hamburger. I will say though, I respect that he's here with his girlfriend. This man has to be in his 70s and he's still slaying pussy. Probably met her on Tinder. This man is getting some fine punani, I imagine.
I don't know your mother. I remember, I forget her name, but I know she's a good friend of mine. This woman here is a good friend of my girlfriend, Apple. And Apple had some remorse that she wasn't able to come the other day, but
There's an interesting strategy. Just start mumbling nonsense so no one can tell just how disrespectful you're being, pretending to know people there, pretending to know the deceased lady. cryptocurrency is really starting to take off. The Litecoin prices have started to really steadily increase, which is really nice. Tom Brady threw for another touchdown last week, which is really good for my fantasy football team.
Anyway, I hope what I've told you about the smoke in the church is not taken in offense. I mean, it's your culture. But it's so strong. I'd like to see an effort to change that, because I think it's a risk.
Thank you very much.
Damn, it's a shame they cut him off before he got to Act 2 of his PSA speech. He was just about to get to the really juicy stuff about unprotected sex. I like how once again he reiterates that he means no offense when he says that he doesn't like their culture and all the smoke, and he thinks that they are all putting themselves at risk and thus himself at risk, which is why he felt the need to go up there and make a statement about it. But anyway, there it is. There's how to properly deliver a funeral speech that's sure to make the deceased roll over in their grave. See ya.
Okay, but I want to make, this is our last night. Everyone understand, last game of the season, Aiden, eyes on me. Aiden, eyes on me. I want to make sure you guys remember what our goals are when we step on this field. Jackson with an X, what's one of our goals when we step on this field?
To do your best skit.
Okay, not even close. Blaine with a Y. Blaine's not here. Blaine, did you get over that bloody nose you got? Okay, good. What's one of our goals when we step on this field?
We do our best and try to win.
I like the second half. Nate, you got another one? Rylan, you don't have any other goals. Aiden?
Get out.
Okay, negative, Ghost Rider. All right. Did we learn anything this season?
Yes.
Our goals, no, not even close. Our goals are, listen, our goals are to hit dingers. Everybody better have their eyes on me. Eyes on me, Rylan. Hit dingers. Disgrace the pitcher's family. Make the other players cry and stomp their butts into the ground. Does everyone understand that? Does everybody understand that?
It looks like
Look, fellas, look. There are two types of people in this world. There's two types of people in this world. There's winners and there's losers. And just so that we're clear, every time we step on this field, our goal is to be a winner. And if your dad has said, oh, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, just as long as you have fun, well, I hate to say it, your dad's a loser. Okay? So let's get our hands in. That team's pretty good, but we are gooder. So let's go gooder on three. Let's go gooder on three. Here we go. Hands in. Hands in. Hands in. Come on, talk to your English teacher here. Gooder on three. 1, 2, 3. Gooder! All right. Go.
Jack, you're gonna keep
Ladies and gentlemen of the Starr County Republican Party Executive Committee, good evening. And thank you not only for your attendance, but for allowing me the opportunity to speak. My name is Phil Davison, and I am seeking our party's nomination for the position of Starr County Treasurer on November 10th, November of 2010, excuse me. In terms of my background, I am from the village of Minerva, where I am serving my 13th year of elected service as a Minerva Council member. In terms of education, I have a bachelor's degree in sociology, a bachelor's degree in history, a master's degree in public administration, and a master's degree in communication. In terms of elections across Starr County, I have represented our party twice on the county ballot in both the primary and the general elections. When I ran for Starr County Clerk of Courts in 1996 and Starr County Commissioner in 2000, and I will not apologize for my tone tonight. I have been a Republican in times good, and I have been a Republican in times bad. Albert Einstein issued one of my most favorite quotes in the history of the spoken word, and it is as follows. In the middle of opportunity, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I'm going to repeat that so I have clarity tonight. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for. The Starr County Treasurer's Office is a mess. It is in dire need of structure and guidance. And now is the time to seize this opportunity with an aggressive campaign and an even more aggressive campaigner. If nominated tonight, I promise each and every person in this room, I will hit the ground running, come out swinging, and end up winning. Let's send a message tonight to the people of Starr County and to the people of the Starr County Democratic Party. We're tired of business as usual. Drastic times require what? Drastic measures, yes! Who said that? Thank you! Drastic times require drastic measures. We will not tolerate incompetence and irresponsibility any longer. Now is the time to snap the Democratic stranglehold on the Treasurer's Office in two. And I harken back to what my friend Alex just said. He ran against the Treasurer in 1996. It was a problem then, it's a problem now. Infestation. Politics is not touch football. Politics is winner take all. It always has been, and it always will be. If nominated tonight, I want to develop and expand my campaign for what I believe is the greatest strength of the Starr County Republican Party, and that is its people. I believe in the axiom that all politics is local. And because of this belief, I want to harness the thoughts and ideas that individuals in our party have concerning Starr County and its political subdivisions. And use that to its fullest extent. Knowledge is power. Let's tap into this knowledge and use it as a tool to win the Treasurer's Office. Let's use this knowledge not only as a tool, but as a weapon. We must win this election. If nominated tonight, I will win this election. And I'm going to say that again so there's no miscommunication tonight. If nominated tonight, I win. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell Randy Gonzalez. I'm coming. Both barrels, guns loaded. I believe in the entities and the principles of the National Republican Party, the State of Ohio Republican Party, and the Starr County Republican Party. And if nominated, I will not hide those beliefs on my march to victory on Election Day. If nominated tonight, I can guarantee with 100% certainty that what you are seeing from me tonight is what everyone outside those doors is going to get over the next 8 weeks. I used to be an idealistic thinker. I am now a pragmatic thinker. Government may be about service. Politics is about winning. Tonight, as a candidate seeking the Republican nomination for the position of Starr County Treasurer, I humbly ask for your vote as members of the Starr County Republican Party Executive Committee. Thank you.